Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your boy Abdul Muhsin, also known as the American in Dubai. And here's another episode, actually episode number 5 of the Dubai podcast series. And today I am so happy to have with me my friend,
Hello.
my partner, my business, like he's my friend, and he's also one of like my like real estate guys that I work with. So I'm happy to have him here. He's really a good person, and I want him to introduce himself to you guys. So today I have with me. Go ahead,
Shuja.
Andrew.
My name is Shuja. Actually, I am his friend. I am working in Dubai real estate from almost 3 years, and we are doing business from almost 2 years together. We
Yeah,
are good friends. So yeah,
yeah. Look, I'm happy to have you on here. I think some of the previous people that I've had on has been mostly they're friends and brothers, but this is more like someone who I'm around a lot more. We do a
mm,
lot more business together and things like that. So I think this will be good. Obviously, this topic today is going to be mainly around real estate. If you are an owner, if you are a tenant, or if you are an agent, this video is literally for you. And we're gonna unpack a lot. We're gonna talk about a lot of things and stuff like that. But first, I want to know, like Suja, how did you get into real estate here in Dubai? Because you've said you've been doing it for 3 years. So, but how did you get into in Dubai?
actually, before 3 years, in 2021, I was in Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm from Pakistan,
Yeah.
so I was there. I was doing different businesses. Like I had a restaurant. I was into cars business,
Yeah.
but I was not getting what I wanted to be
Yeah.
because the in Pakistan there is you cannot earn that much.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot you don't have you can say
You
you
don't have like as big of an opportunity in Pakistan
exactly you don't
as you have here in
here
Dubai.
in Dubai, yeah.
Yeah.
So some of my friend, one of my friend, he told me like you can move to Dubai, and he told me like his friends, he was working into real estate
Okay.
before. So I told him, okay, what is I didn't knew anything about real estate,
You knew nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't knew nothing about real estate. So he told me you should go to Dubai if you want to do something there.
Yeah.
It should be real estate. He
Yeah.
told me
If you
like
do something in Dubai, he said you should do real
you
estate.
should do real estate.
Yeah.
So I was asking him like, what is real estate? Like, I didn't knew like renting or selling or
Yeah.
like this. So I told him okay. So he called his one of friend, like my boss. He
Mm.
was his friend.
Yeah.
So he called him that I'm sending one guy. He's my friend. So my boss, he was just opening a new company.
Yeah.
here
So
in
he
Dubai.
had a slot for you.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
told, okay, great, send him to me because he wanted new guys.
Yeah. And that's something that people should know. Like the opportunities with real estate, or even here in Dubai, they can just happen boom at a blink of an eye. Correct. Right.
Exactly right.
Opportunities come. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I came to Dubai, I had an interview and my boss told me, okay, you can come from tomorrow. I joined it, and first,
Was it hard in the beginning?
obviously, when I came to Dubai, I had only 2,000 dirhams with me. Okay,
2,000 dirham.
2,000 dirhams with
From
me.
the last podcast, do you know what people said the minimum you need to have in Dubai to survive? A lot of people in the comment section are saying 35K, 60K, 100K a month, and you came with 2,000?
I came with 2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, when you are living here, your expenses will grow. You will have
Yeah,
your
yeah.
car expenses because in the beginning you don't have anything like that. You don't
Mhm.
have. So when I came to Dubai, and you know what happened?
What?
When I came to Dubai, and the next day I just went to Mall of the Emirates.
Yeah,
And
big shout out Mall of the Emirates, the best, one of the best malls in Dubai. Yeah.
So the thing happened with me. From that 2,000 dirhams, I just ordered a steak of 250 dirhams.
You ordered steak of 250. Please tell me, was it worth it? The steak.
No, when I took the first bite,
Yeah.
and the person who served it to me, he was looking at me like this, and I took a bite and I was looking like this, like this, and then after that it was not worth that because
But was the steak like? Let's talk about steak now.
Hmm.
So how like I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Like how do you have your steak now? And how was the steak that day? Was it medium rare? Was it raw rare? Was it rare, medium rare, well done? Like how was it that day when you had the steak in the
Actually,
mall?
it was rare done. It was
Hmm.
not
Not cooked to your
not
liking.
cooked. Yeah, because in back in Pakistan, what we used to eat, it should be well done,
Yeah.
and it is served in hot plate with fries and like this, so
Yeah.
sizzling plate.
Yeah.
So here in Dubai, when he just served me on the plate, and it was just like a piece of beef, and it was looking to me like
It was not cooked.
it was alive.
It was alive.
Yeah.
He said it looking like it's alive.
Yeah.
Okay, so that day you ate the rare and you didn't like it,
Yeah.
but normally you eat well done. Okay, so now do you still eat your steaks well done
because-
or do you eat it medium?
No, medium is fine. But,
Okay, yeah,
medium is fine.
Yeah.
But I have explored many places for the steak,
So
it
now,
doesn't matter.
now you're good. Okay. All right. So let's shift the topic a little bit. So now, alhamdulillah, you're a real estate agent. You've been here 3 years. Now we know how you've started it. What would you say now, like to someone who's new who wants to start real estate? What would your message be to that person?
Actually, I would like to message you that you should have do the smart work plus hard work. These two things can take you to be something like you can close more deals, you can close good business if you will do hard work plus smart work. But if you will do only hard work, you will going here and there, you are just walking around and
Yeah.
you're thinking that I'm going to this building, I'm going to there, I'm
Yeah.
going with the clients, I'm doing my hard work. Obviously Allah will give you
No.
what is written for you, you will get it.
Yes.
But smart work is the key to success
Here in Dubai.
here in Dubai.
Yeah.
You need to do it.
So can you, because like I would say like obviously I think we've been doing real estate quite similar time, but like I look up to you as a real estate agent. When I get in a problem or something like that, I come to you, and we're gonna go to how we met as well.
Mm.
But what would you say some of the smart work would be?
Actually, smart work is like this. Like you don't have to. Like I will tell you one thing. When I started real estate, my boss told me, like you need to work in an area. I
Yeah.
was working in
Pick
JVC.
one area.
I was working in JVC. Now I'm specialized in JVC. Alhamdulillah. So that time he told me you need to know all the buildings names. Like you need to go survey. You need to walk around. And for 2 months, I was walking around JVC like
Was
this.
was this in the summer?
Yeah, obviously in the
was in
summer,
summer.
in the April. I came to Dubai in April,
Yeah.
so it was summers. So yeah, I was walking here and there, and I was just looking at the building because everything was new. So, but I keep doing. In the start, you need to do some hard work, obviously. But
Yeah.
after when you get to know the market, you get
Mhm.
to know, and you know what? After 2 months of that hard work, on the third month,
Yeah.
like I closed 3 rental deals.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, and I closed it by myself. Obviously, I was guided by my boss, but
Yeah. But yeah, you still closed. So like not to like intrude, but like what were those amounts for those rentals, and like what was your smallest amount that you've closed, and what's your biggest amount that you've ever closed? Because people want to know this question.
the smallest one was I think 2,000 dirhams,
2,000 dirham. Okay.
and obviously 50% will go to the company, 50%, so 1,000 or 900 I'll get in my pocket.
yeah.
And I closed 150,000 deal commission also. I got in my pocket like this.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
So-
Mabruk. Yeah. So okay. So so we can say that you've closed like small deals and big deals. So that
Yes.
means that obviously you have experience in rentals, probably buying and selling,
Yes.
and off plan. All right.
obviously.
So before we get into like the rentals and like educate the people about real estate more, let's go ahead and tell the people actually how we met. So like I'll try to say my version. I honestly just remember like I'm sure when we met, I just remember you giving me money. Like you like you giving me money. That's like the main thing I remember. Like the first time you giving me money. But you go ahead and you tell, because you have a more detailed experience with me than I I remember.
I remember when actually I was just
This
sitting with
way.
my boss, and he told me like there's a guy because I was working in Dubai land.
Yeah.
There was a building, I think Blue Waves Tower. I
Yeah,
think
Blue
you were
Wave Tower.
also working there.
Yeah.
So I had some properties of mine, but I rented all of those. So my boss just told me there's a guy. His name is Abdul Mohsin. Darren, I didn't knew he's mashallah he was Muslim, or because when I just called him, he was just on the call with me, and
Oh,
you
how
were
was I on the call?
you
Like,
were hello, yes, this and that, and you couldn't told me the things clearly, and I just told you that, bro, how much time you have been in Dubai? You remember that?
yeah, yeah. How long have you been in Dubai?
Dubai, yeah.
Like, I think like the first interaction, you probably were like, "Yo, like, who in the world is this guy?" Or like, I think I remember now when you first called. Because for me, when I first started real estate, like I didn't have a clue, and I was extremely blessed to have like a lot of units and certain things like that.
Exactly.
As I remember, I used to go to you guys' office. I remember the first week I started. My ex manager, big shout out, Mr. Sharif. He actually had gave me some keys and I was unable to rent them. So he told me he took me to their office, his office, and he said, if you ever get in any trouble and you need to rent a unit, go to this office, Al Arfin. And these guys, and he introduced me to your boss. He said, these guys, they will help you. They have a lot of agents and they're good. They're specializing in JVC. So I remember the first time I like gone to you guys' office, I was like, I'm like, hey, I have keys. I have keys. Like, who wants keys? Like, the first person who comes, I'm
Yeah.
gonna work with you. And like, I remember I met Rashid at that time. I think I met Sakib and
Mhm.
like Alhamdulillah some other good, really good brothers from Al Arfin. And like, I literally just like was like give the key and was like bring me back the money in 48 hours. And they rented it out, and I was extremely impressed. And that's why I want to say that like this guy, guys, like for the owners out there or for those people who want to buy or sell, like they work really hard, not just hard but smart. So yeah, you go ahead and tell it.
Yeah, because it all came from I would obviously tell you about my boss,
Yeah,
because Mr. KD, Mr.
yeah,
Karamuddin, the CEO of Al Arfin Real
yeah,
Estate, he helped us in each and everything. Even if I call him at the night at
yeah,
12 a.m.,
yeah,
he will be there. And I never felt him like a boss. Like he never
yeah.
felt like a boss. He's always like a brother.
Yeah, same with me. Even with me, like not many people know he's if I would like say someone trained me and educated me in the real estate, like everything that I learned it from your company, Mr. KD. He helped me out so much. When it came to my first sell, he was the one who helped me out. Pantheon Elisi, he helped me with the sell. You know, he gave me a big briefing before I took my broker card test. He helped me, pass my broker card test. He educated me, and KD, I don't think a lot of people give him, alhamdulillah. First we say alhamdulillah, but a lot of people don't give him the praise and respect that he deserves. Over the years, my 3 years, he's been absolutely amazing. So big shout out to
Alhamdulillah.
Mr. KD. So yeah, what happened when you first met me on the phone? When you went to him, what did you say? Because he was more experienced than me. Yeah.
So actually, what happened was I went back to KD. So I was
Yeah.
telling you. Then I just asked you on the call that like how much time you have been into real estate, and you told me, bro, I'm just 2 months. I'm the real estate, and then I went back to my boss. I asked him like, who is this guy? And he was like, I don't know. You can go and meet him, because at that time he also didn't knew you
He
before.
didn't know me too well. He
Yeah.
just knew like this guy. He even told me after, this was not the beginning, but after me and you connected and me and Rashid and everyone and everything started picking up after like that 6 months right before my daughter was born. He even told me, you come to my company. I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
why? I said,
I
why?
think you came for one day
One
only.
day only, one day only. I said, why? He said, because if you come to my company and you work with me, I will make you a millionaire. And I said, really? And I think if I would have went, like I probably would have became a million. But Qadarallahi wa Allah,
Yeah.
I didn't go. I actually had some stuff with summer school, like I was teaching at summer school, and my visa affair and all that stuff
But
was mixed up.
Alhamdulillah, you have a company now. How
Alhamdulillah,
you
yeah.
feel? Tell me first. Tell
Yeah.
me how you feel to be a CEO of a company.
Woo! To be a CEO of a company and to be actually in charge of an actual real estate firm or brokerage here in Dubai is, I said it before in my first podcast, it's not something which is light. I mean, the the past 3 months of my life has been extremely blessed, and I'm very grateful to Allah subhanahu wa
Alhamdulillah.
ta'ala. Allah's Al Kareem. Um, but it is a heavy load on the shoulders. I mean, a lot of responsibility. Um, you can't do this by yourself. Something that can't be but done by yourself. You have to work with others. You have to be patient. It takes a lot of time to learn and to implement things that that you have to get done. Me, I'm the kind of person who likes to do things very fast. But since I've become a CEO, now I have to check all the boxes, take my time. You know, I still be myself, but in some cases I have to be very professional. And it's so crazy to say that, but since the being the CEO of a company and having your own brokerage, like yeah, I don't have the pressure of someone else.
Mm.
And what that's allowed me to do is to blossom to be who I am. And since I've been able to be who I am over the last 3 months, I've had extremely an amazing time, and I'm still growing. And I'm actually looking to hire brokers. So if there are any individuals out there who have experience who want to be joining me, part of this my company, and LaBreeze Real Estate, we are hiring brokers. And we are not going to do 50-50. We're going to do 55-45. Or maybe if you're very experienced, maybe 60-40. So we want to make something a little bit different than the other brokerages that do 50-50. So we will do 60% and 40%. Okay?
So 60% for you or for the for
Not
the broker?
not yet decided. Okay. So look, with that, so we are looking for brokers. Also, we are looking for admin, maybe office boy, and things like that, personal assistant, someone who can help out with controlling like my social medias and marketing. Definitely, someone who has some education about marketing and things like that. So these are the positions that we're looking for.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. And one more thing,
Yeah.
is it easy to start a company because you have that knowledge?
Yeah.
I don't know about that thing.
Now,
I
would
don't
say
think so.
still till now, because there's certain kind of amendments and things that have to happen, and there's certain kind of affairs that continue to go on after the initial setup of an actual company. So it's not that it takes like 1 week.
Hmm.
Like it does. It's not that it just takes a week and then like okay, class, school, tamam. The real estate company is all
Takes
put
time.
together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Takes a little bit of time. So I would not say it's hard because here in Dubai, um, where there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly.
When there's something that you're very passionate about or you want to work hard to achieve or something like that, there's a way here in Dubai to achieve that. So with that being said, I wouldn't say it's not hard to set up a real estate company in Dubai. If anyone's looking to set up any kind of company in Dubai, you can reach out to me. I will help you out with that. So yeah. But one other thing I want to do dive into while we're here on this podcast is that let's educate the people about renting. So if I want to rent a property in Dubai, like you said you specialize in JVC, like what's gonna happen?
For renting, first of all, if you will go for on the portals for by youth for property finder, you will search for required property. You're gonna filter the property. You're gonna call the agent and arrange a viewing with the agent.
Mm-hmm.
After the viewing, if you like a property, you need to put a deposit, security deposit, directly to the landlord account.
If I'm correct, I think it's 5% for
5% for
unfurnished,
unfurnished,
and 10% for
for fully
furnished. Yeah,
furnished.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So the thing is, you need to put a deposit to secure the place.
yeah.
And after securing the place, you need to visit the broker's office. They're gonna make the tenancy contract.
Yeah.
There will be mentioned things like your email address, your cell phone number, the property details, how much square feet, the contract starting
Yeah,
date,
yeah.
contract end date, and there will be some points from the DLD.
Yes.
That
And DLD is Dubai Land Department, right?
Dubai Land Department.
Yes.
DLD is Dubai Land Department. And after you both parties have signed, landlord is also signed, you have also signed, then there's a Ijari system.
Ijari system.
Ijari system that you will be registered in the Dubai Land Department as a tenant.
Wait, you'll be registered in the Dubai Land as a tenant.
As a tenant. So
Yeah, and tenants they have rights, correct?
they have many rights. They have many rights. So first of all, I'm going to tell you, without having Ijari, you cannot connect your electricity, you cannot connect your chiller system, you cannot connect your internet, You cannot do anything. You cannot move into the apartment because
So you
there is
won't get the key.
no. You cannot get the key.
Mm,
The building management, they don't allow you without these things.
yeah. And the security won't let you go in. Sometimes now don't they have like they have the little thing where you have the QR code, you scan it and you have to upload everything. Yeah.
Mostly
Move in form.
buildings,
Move
mostly
in.
buildings in Dubai, they have move in forms. They have applications now. You need
Yeah.
to upload the landlord documents. You have to landlord's passport, title deed, and your documents, your passport, and you need to apply for a move-in. You need to put a deposit at the reception. It should be 1,000 or 500.
Because it just in case when you're moving in, just in case you scratch something or something,
Exactly.
right?
If you scratch the elevator or something in the common area, then they cut that amount. It can be cash or it can be check. It's not a big
Yeah.
deal. I remember one thing.
Yeah.
In the beginning, when I closed the first deal,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't knew this process.
Yeah.
Okay, so my client was in the lobby. He connected everything. He did everything like the chiller and diva. But when he was there, he was calling me. You did not inform me about
Yeah, then I
the
need to
move-in
pay
system."
the 1,000, 2,000 for the move in. Yeah.
And it will not be proved at the same time. Obviously, you need to apply. There's a management. They're gonna see your documents. They're gonna prove it that is everything is okay. Then NOC is needed
Yeah,
from the
NOC,
landlords.
everywhere in Dubai you need NOC,
need
which
NOC.
is a non-objection certificate for those who don't understand. Yeah.
So yeah, he was calling me, and then I went to him, and he told me. Actually, he was an American guy,
Yeah.
but he understood that because before I told him that this is my first deal, I'm closing the
Yeah.
first deal with you.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was not. He was a decent person.
Okay.
So he told me, okay, no problem. So we did everything that same day. So we got the approval. So he moved in. After he gave a good review to me as well because I show him many properties. Because in the beginning you do it like that.
Yeah.
After, yeah, it's like that. So now
So that's rentals, right?
that's rental.
So in a rental, like just to educate people who may be watching from outside of the country and stuff like that, when it comes to a rental, the individuals that are involved is the agent, the tenant, and the owner. So the owner is the one who owns the property, and usually sometimes they give the key to the agent. The agent can have the key to open it for viewings and things like that. But then once the deal is done and the tenant signs the contract and the owner signs the contract and the tenant goes in, is the job of the agent done when
Actually, it depends.
you didn't know I was going to throw that curveball.
No,
did you? You didn't know I was coming with that question. Yeah. But is the job of the agent done when you get your commission? And how much is commission actually?
Commission for rental is 5%.
5%.
5% plus VAT. But let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
It depends on the agent. I am that type of agent. Like I will give you service throughout the year.
Yeah.
Whenever
Same. Me too. Seriously, I'll give you service throughout the year, all the time.
Because if my client is not happy, there's headache in my head. So
yeah, you don't feel right. You don't feel right. Yeah.
So this is a natural thing.
Natural.
But I'm scared that there are many agents in the market. They don't have.
Yeah.
They don't have. No. They will just take the commission and they disappear.
Most of the agents, once you get the ijari, I know some agents like they don't even help the tenant with the move-in stuff. Like they don't even tell them. Like they'll set it up, pop. Oh, you want this apartment 50K, for example, studio 50K, 6 checks, boom, 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 done. And then like, especially when it's agent to agent, you realize about the other agent because you're doing business with them. Then the tenant will come and say, what is DIWA? How much is DIWA deposit? 2,150. How much is AC deposit? Sometimes it's 1,000, 2,000. Why didn't you tell me I have a gas deposit? Yeah. How come you didn't tell me there's this, and that, right? Like, so agents have to do their due justice and give the tenant all the information. And what I've realized is that if you're good to a tenant, if you're good with the tenant and you help them throughout the whole entire process, when that tenant goes in 1 month, 2 months later, or whatever, if they renew the coming year, they will renew with you. If they have a friend who's coming to Dubai, they will remember you and they will call you. How many times have you and I got calls from former tenants saying, hey, my friend wants to rent an apartment. I thought about you. Can you please help? Same likewise with owners.
Exactly. No, let me tell you my experience. If you are going to give good services, like let me tell you, Darren, like what happened with me. I am now closing secondary and off-plan deals only with my tenants and their contacts and my owners because I gave them a good service. So
Yes.
they are still in contact with me.
Yes.
So this is how you do it. Like you don't have to go for you. There are very less clients who will just come to you and they will trust you in right away
Right
to
away.
invest in off plan or secondary. If they have a trust in you, if you have give them a good service, so
Mm-hmm.
definitely they're gonna refer you, and you're gonna make more money.
Yeah.
So just don't run away. Just give them a good service, get good reviews, pick up their call on time, and these are the points.
Yeah.
It should be in every agent.
Yeah.
It should be there.
100%. Now let's shift it a little bit. What was your the most scariest rental deal that you've ever done? You tell yours, and then I'll try to do mine.
Actually, let me remember
My
because I
funniest
closed so many. I don't remember of the rental, but
one that really sticks out to you.
let me remember. First, you can tell me, then I will tell you because I
So
need to remember that one.
so one of the funniest rental deals that I've closed, that like when I think of like rentals, the first thing that comes to my mind is one that I closed with your coworker,
Mm.
Rashid,
Mm.
and it was in a really old building. This building is extremely old. I won't say the name of the building just for the sake of like the podcast, but it was a studio apartment.
Mm.
Now, when I first saw the studio apartment, it was crazy. It was like in like a really bad state. So I helped the guy renovate it. So I also offer this service where like if you want to furnish your apartment or anything like that, I will help my investors out to get them the highest ROI.
Mm.
Now, the owner and we fixed the apartment up. Now, I put it online, and the owner just started becoming very, very impatient. Hurry up! Where are
Mhm.
you? Where is the rental? You told me you're gonna do it. I have other agents that can help me out. So that's something that the market is very competitive. If you don't deliver, the owner will go to someone else, and we will talk about
Exactly.
this on the next section about sales. So the owner is like, where is it? Where is it? You told me you can do it in a week. And I'm like, I'm trying. Did they not know that we have a personal life, or that well, like we do other stuff? So I'm like rushing. And what comes to my head from the very beginning? If you ever get in trouble in rentals and you're in JVC, go to who? Ellerfine. So I'm gone.
LRP.
Or now Labreeze. Now you come to Labreeze. We'll take care of you. Labreeze will take care of you. But
Let
then
me.
it was Ellerfine. So I call Rashid. And
Mm.
Rashid's like, what is it you have? I said, Rashid, I have studio fully furnished in JVC. Send me pictures. Send me the details. I'm gonna list it. I'm gonna rent it. Man, it was like 24, 48 hours. Rashid is sending me like contract and everything, man. He's sending me the whole deal. The whole deal's closed, this, that. I had the tenant. I have the money. Come. I'm like, how did you rent it so fast? Like, bro, how did you rent it so fast? So I've gone, and I don't even think Rashid showed the tenant,
Mm.
yeah, the apartment. Another person came to view the apartment for the tenant.
Mm.
So the tenant agreed and paid everything without
Yeah, yeah,
seeing
yeah,
the
yeah. It
apartment,
happens sometimes.
but let it happen sometimes. But let Rashid, yeah,
Ah.
go. So now Rashid and I are there. The tenant moves in. Everything is fine.
Okay.
Then I go to sleep and I wake up and I have all these messages.
Okay.
The water heater is broken. The ceiling has collapsed. The floor, this, like all this stuff has come.
Oh my god.
What did Rashid do? Rashid just said, Kali Wali. Kali Wali, like, Mustin. He's like, Mustin, you go deal with it. So, like, I've gone and I tried to deal with it, but the tenant was just like, it was very difficult.
Mm.
So then I leave it. I come back, yeah, and the tenant, like, I left it for like I actually got this was one of the hardest times for me. I actually the owner that I was dealing with,
Mhm.
I cut him off. I blocked him. This is the first time I've ever done something like that. Like, I blocked the owner,
Okay.
I blocked the tenant, and I left
You're
Rashid.
gone.
I left Rashid. Then
Oh
it
my
got to the
gosh.
point to where, like, I think it was like 3 weeks after, right? And then Rashid contacts me back, and he was like red flag, like big red flag. So then I've come back into the situation. Alhamdulillah, we sorted it out and we re-rented it. And this now the tenant that's in there, we re-rented. So we got the old tenant out, we re-rented it, and it's a good ending. The tenant
Okay.
that's in there now,
Obviously, the tenant
he's
there.
amazing. He's absolutely amazing. You know, that tenant that's in there now. But
Uh,
you have ups and downs, as you know, with rentals. Sometimes you have good tenants. Sometimes you have bad tenants. Sometimes you have very generous tenants that give you huge commission.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, it
sometimes you have
happens.
tenants who want to pay you as if we don't deserve to eat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It happens. So, as you asked me before, let
Yeah.
me tell you what happened with me. I had a client from UK. She was a teacher. So, we went to a building in JVC. She liked that so much. But when I checked with the owner, he told me that it's gone, it's rented.
It's rented, yeah.
Yeah. So, but she told me, I want Shuja, I want only in this building.
Only
I
this
want only from you.
Okay.
Then I had a good relation. There's a point which actually we did not talk about.
Yeah.
If you want to work in Dubai real estate, you should have a good connection with the security of the buildings.
Oh yeah, you must.
You should
Security can make or break a deal.
exactly.
They
They
can
can make
really
a good
make or break it.
exactly. Obviously, so because without security you cannot do anything.
We
Because
really can't do.
in Dubai you cannot do anything. So I just went to the security. He was a nice guy.
Yeah.
I just offered him directly. I told him if I'm gonna close a deal today, I'm gonna give you something and like this. So
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
told me,
You try
because-
sweet talk 'em.
yeah,
Habibi, I'm gonna you gonna tonight. You're eating
Exactly.
mansaf.
anything you need from my side, I'll be
anything you
there.
need from my side. You're gonna have mansaf, biryani, curry. Anything is coming, bro.
Yeah,
then,
obviously.
yeah.
So he told me, okay, Khalas, yes, I have, but that honor is you cannot handle that honor.
Yeah, I've had that as well. When they tell you you can't handle the owner, guys, believe the security guard. Seriously, don't even try it.
So, but let me tell you the story. So, what happened? I just called that owner that I have an offer. He told in that building the price was going around 50 in 2022,
Yeah.
and so I called that owner. He told me, "Hello, yes, Habibi, I want 55,000. If okay,
One check.
this is my one check. I want one check. I want one check. So if you can, if your tenant is agree,
Yeah.
this is my bank account I'm sending you. Otherwise, don't call me." He was straight like this. And you know what? I just called my client. She came, we saw the apartment, and then I told her that this owner is saying like this. He's very
Very strict.
Very strict. So what happened? She said, okay, no problem. I will transfer the amount. And she did next day. She sent me a screenshot, and then I called the owner, and he was like, okay, you had done. Then he was calling me again and again,
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
And
yeah.
again.
You know what? Owners change up when that money comes,
Exactly,
don't they?
exactly.
Before 55K, one check, two check, don't call me, leave me alone like this, right? Then when you drop that money into that bank account,
Yeah.
they calling you. But I want to make a message, yeah, for some of the owners out there. Listen, guys, some of us agents are a father of four. Some of us agents are a son to a mother. I'm a son to a mother as well. But some of us agents, you know, we have big responsibilities, and we're only trying to make a living. We're not trying to annoy you or anything. We're trying to be of a benefit and an addition to you. So we want to help you out with renting your apartment, selling it. If you want to buy something new, if you want to invest in an off plan or anything like that, we're here to help. We're not here to annoy you, and just have a little bit of mercy. My message to some of the owners in the Middle East or Dubai or in the UAE, just have a little bit more patience and mercy with us. Yes, at least with the good agents, the ones who are genuinely just trying to make a living for their family. So please have a little bit of mercy with us, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
So thing is actually it's the thing is there are too many brokers out there. That's why they get annoyed. Everyone is calling them. Everyone is calling them.
Yeah.
Everyone is calling them. So the true brokers,
Mhm.
you know,
You're a true broker, aren't
Yeah.
you? Right?
So the true
Yeah.
broker. So let me tell you about true broker. True broker means like if you have verified properties on by youth.
Yeah.
There are three portals mostly which are used in UAE. So it's Bayut, Tubizel, and Property Finder.
Yeah.
So if you have verified properties which are available and which you are visiting, you have to visit the property. You have to open the door, and you need to take a picture of the door that this property is available. Then
Yeah.
then the property will be true checked. True checked mean that it will be verified.
Yeah.
That yes, it's available, and on the listing it will be written like this agent visited this property on this
On
date.
this day and this
Yeah.
time, and it's
So
legit.
exactly. So the thing is that is so I have many properties, alhamdulillah, now which are
Truth checked.
true checked. So I am a true broker.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, that's good.
So on same thing like this on Property Finder, if your property is verified, if you are picking the calls on time, if you have good reviews, you need to reply like if you have getting a lead on the WhatsApp, if you are getting a call, you need to pick on the time. You don't have to be like that agent like who are calling back after 2 hours. I received your call and what is it regarding, and like don't be lazy.
Yeah, don't be.
In your work time. Don't be lazy. Always
In your spare time, don't be lazy either. Yeah, just hustle, man. Like we all have big goals, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow for us to like reach our goals and stuff. But we didn't finish your story about that one owner. So the 55K, it happened.
Yeah. So what happened with
She
him?
sent the money, and then what happened?
Then next day everything was like I make the contract was signed. She gave me a good commission as well. She didn't give me 5%, she gave me more. So
Yes, guys, give more percent than 5. We accept, no problem.
we accept even card payment, we accept even checks, everything.
And crypto, pay us in crypto, anything you want to pay, we accept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is then from that day, that tenant is still there. She's still there. She renewed 2 times, and that owner is
Very
whenever he's getting a property, like he has his brother's property, his sister property,
Yeah.
he's just calling me, and he's telling other brokers like I have my own agent, he's working and this and that.
Yeah. It's an honor. It's
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely an
It
honor.
feels very good,
It
yeah.
feels very good. If I'm a property owner, I would have an agent like Shuja. So even when I get properties, sometimes if I run into a problem or like I'm really, really busy or something like that, I automatically call Shuja. Why? Because he's someone who's a true broker. He's trustworthy. He gets the job done. He's not lazy, and I can rely on him. That's the reason why whenever I have properties, I call you to deal with you. So when an owner, and if I was, like I said, if I was owner, I would call him. Now, when an owner has an agent who they can trust, they automatically feel at ease. And I also have my owner. I'm not gonna say that person's name, but you know who it is, right or wrong. So we all have. I have quite a few owners, actually. But yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. Now, one thing we do need to get into now is we need to educate and talk about buying and selling. Now, secondary market. I'm not a huge advocate, or I don't really get too involved in the secondary market. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
Sure.
Now, when it comes to secondary, there's buying and selling. My only experience, not my only experience, but one experience that I remember the most in regards to secondary is being at the trustee's office with KD, myself, and the buyer and
Seller.
and the seller, right? And it just happened so fast. I mean, we were in front of like, who's the person to verify it? Is someone there at the trustee's office, or an employee or something?
Yeah.
And it just happened so fast. But like secondary, like tell me about secondary. Like you have a lot more experience in secondary. Like what is a contract A? What's the contract A?
So contract A is a form that our owner will allow our agent to. It's from Dubai Land Department system. I'm I'm a agent, like I'm registered broker. I have RERA.
Yeah.
So when you have RERA license, you can only work in Dubai as a real estate broker. Otherwise, you cannot. You should know this thing as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna log into my RERA. I'm gonna create a form A. I'm gonna put owner's title deed. I'm gonna put his passport number. Then I will put the price, what he wants to sell. Like
what he wants to sell, you must put it in the contract A before you send for him to approve, right?
Exactly. So he gonna, and I'm gonna write how is he paying me commission or not. I'm gonna.
We do have to put in there. We have to put in there the amount of commission.
Yeah. No, not the amount, the percentage. It's up to you. If you put or not, it's not obligatory. But if you do, that is good.
It's like a proof for you.
Yeah.
It's like a proof on there. Yeah.
But it's the last thing. I'll come on that.
Yeah.
For the proof, I'll come on that. So the thing is, you need to make the form A. You need to put the details. So the link will go from DLD to him that this broker has created a contract A. Only 3 brokers can list one property. Here in Dubai, because with 3 brokers only.
Only 3.
Yeah. At one time.
At one time.
At one time. Yeah.
So it's true that once the owner has 3 brokers. Then a lot of owners do this, right? They have 3 brokers who they list with, and then they just spread it with a
They
lot
just
of people
exactly,
for pocket listings. So
exactly.
would you say that having a pocket listing, like an owner who already has three agents that's working on his property, then he tells you on WhatsApp, like, yeah, you can work on it too. Would you say that having a pocket listing could be a waste of time?
Yeah, that's a waste of time because as myself, like
Yeah.
I will not work on that property who is
Yeah.
not giving to me to list it.
Exclusivity, but not even
Not I,
not even exclusivity, but we would prefer
yeah.
exclusivity,
At least we
especially
need.
if we know you and you know me and you believe that I'm gonna sell it. Give me,
You need to trust.
Habibi, give me exclusivity. I want to sell your property exclusive. I will pay for marketing. I will make videos. We will come on the podcast and talk about it. Give us exclusivity. Don't just make us one of 3, because we're on here and we're marketing ourselves and we're letting the world know who we are so that we can work exclusive with you and not be one of 3.
Yeah, correct. So
Yeah.
I was into farming. So then he gonna approve it. Once he approve it, you can only list that property. You need to send that documents to your admin or who is posting ad for you.
Yeah.
You need to send title deed, passport, and list. For sale, there's no listing form needed. There is Form A only. After Form A, if you got a buyer,
This is coming to contract B.
I'm coming to contract B. So if you got a buyer, so contract B means buyer details. You need to add the buyer details and send it to the property details, the buyer detail. It will go to the buyer, and he gonna approve it. He gonna check his details,
Like, you're gonna check his details.
yeah, if it's correct or not. It's email, his
Phone number.
his nationality, everything. If it's correct, then he gonna also approve it. Once he can approve it, then we're gonna come to Form F.
Form F.
Form F means it's
Also known as MOU, right?
a MOU and
Yeah.
sale contract.
Yeah.
So on sale contract, there are many things which are mentioned. Like if there is something like I just recently closed one sale deal.
Mm-hmm.
So there was some maintenance work which needed in the apartment. So the seller told me like I'm gonna finish this all work. So the buyer said, okay, if you're gonna finish it. So I told to keep my buyer secure. I just mentioned that point. You're gonna mention that property details, owner details, seller, buyer details,
And any
commission percentage.
additional amendments, yeah,
And in MOU, there is commission details should be there
for both sides.
for both sides. If seller is paying, if buyer is how much the buyer is paying, it should be mentioned there.
Mm-hmm.
And because if you don't mention, you cannot claim it. Okay, you need to mention.
That's very important, guys.
So you need to
Thanks for
mention.
that information.
Yeah, you cannot claim it. So because you don't know on the transfer date, the seller will tell you or the buyer will tell you where is it mentioned. I'm going
to pay you what, 2%? No,
I'm not going to pay you anything if it's not mentioned. We cannot claim it.
Yeah, so it's very important to include that
very
in the
important.
MOU.
Yeah. So the thing, other additional point, like as I told you about that maintenance which was required in that apartment.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put that points.
Mm-hmm.
If the apartment this property will be only transferred, and when this maintenance work will be done, as we had that we had a talk about it. Like
Yeah. They agreed. Okay, I got a couple more questions then. So, what happens if like an off-plan project just finished, right? It's like off-plan primary, right?
Mhm.
Now, an off-plan primary, when it comes to the individual who wants to sell a very new project and it has a post-handover payment, when the buyer comes, is it true the buyer has to go to the developer and pay off the rest of the payment if there's a payment plan? And then how does the seller make their profit from that? Do they have to up the price a little bit? Like, how does that work?
Exactly. Some of the buyers.
Could you just give us some numbers so we understand a bit?
Let me tell you, some of the in mostly developers in Dubai, what they offer you, like you just pay 35%. Some of them offer 25% only. That you just have to put the down payment,
and then you can sell it.
Then you can sell it with a premium. Like if you bought the property for 600,000 dirhams and you want to sell it for 700,000 dirhams.
Yes.
So what you're gonna do it, the rest amount which is spending to the developer, you're gonna the buyer will
pay off the rest.
Pay off the rest, and you will get the premium. You will get your 20% and plus 100,000 premium you will get in your pocket directly.
And this actually happens?
Yeah. It happens. Why?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it happens because mostly buyers, sellers, owners, they are investing like this. They're just flipping.
Only.
So you just put 20% plus 4% DLD fees. DLD fees, Dubai Land Department fees. So you will get the Okud initial sale contract without 4% DLD.
Also, like Akud is also title deed, right?
Yeah, it's a type pre-title deed.
Yeah. So Akud means it's a title deed. So it's like the proof that you're the owner.
You are the owner, so you
Yeah.
can. So the thing is, after paying 4% DLD, so you can mostly investor what they do, they just flip 20%. They will put
Yeah.
under one property 20,
Yeah.
and when the developer does not have the units, they're gonna list it. They're gonna give to the agent. They're gonna give to me, and I'm gonna get them a good money. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get them a good premium, and then
Yeah.
easily we can sell that with, because mostly off plan at the time of the launch, the people will say if how we will invest or not. But let me tell you guys, if you want to invest in off plan in Dubai, the thing is you are fully secured. How you are secured? You're secured like you are not paying that amount directly to the developer. There's a escrow account
Yeah.
between
The escrow.
developer and DLD. So
DLD.
they gonna release
The
amount.
funds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until they gonna see that it's 20% completed, 30% completed, 40% completed. It's fully secured here.
Yeah.
So
Alhamdulillah. That's so amazing, man. And I
yeah,
always say that like a lot of people I know in the United States and in the UK, because of like how it is there and how it's not secure, it's not stable, it's not safe, like in regards to their investment opportunities.
exactly.
So they get extremely nervous and frightened to pull the trigger and to invest in an amazing opportunity. Dubai is the future. So when you have that safety and that strict and very disciplined regulation
Exactly.
for an investment, it's like a no-brainer for someone to say, "Wow, they're regulating and they're keeping their investors' money and funds safe and they're protecting it." Then one should definitely really consider the opportunity that's at play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything is safe in Dubai. Back in my country also, we
Could you do this in Pakistan?
no. Let me tell you. Uh, when I was in Pakistan, my mom just had some savings, and she said, "I want to buy one apartment."
Yeah.
Okay, so then when we went to the developer, and he told us there will be a locked door. There gonna be smart homes. There gonna be. I'm
Yeah.
telling you a story back in 2018. He was giving us
Why,
that image.
tell us in Urdu. Tell us in Urdu. Tell us in Urdu. Go ahead. Tell us
Okay.
the story in Urdu. Yeah.
तो मेरे
In
साथ
Pakistan.
यूं हुआ कि मैंने ना वो मतलब अपार्टमेंट था, उसने हमें जो था वहाँ पे कॉन्ट्रैक्टर था, उसने हमें बताया कि जी यहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी के लॉक्स लगेंगे, यहाँ पे ये होगा, यहाँ पे वो होगा, यहाँ पे जो एसी फिटिंग्स में आएंगे, नीचे कोई डोर पे आएगा तो आपको पिक्चर आ जाएगी,
ठीक
तो
है.
इस तरह की ठीक है.
Yeah.
तो एंड माय मॉम सेड लाइक ओ माय गॉड,
She's like,
ये तो
mashallah.
माशाल्लाह
this
वेरी
is
नाइस.
Very nice.
And you know what happened when they handed over? Even in the back side of that building, there was no road, there was nothing, there was just sandy. That we
Wow.
are walking there, and
So they didn't deliver.
nothing delivered. So and in you don't know if you're gonna invest there. आपको नहीं पता कि आप वहाँ पे invest कर रहे हो
Yeah.
और आप safe हो, कभी भी नहीं. मैं तो last time when I went to Pakistan, I went to one developer office because when I was in Dubai, I was just scrolling and I sent a lead. I sent a lead in Pakistan for
Yeah.
investment. When I went for holidays to Pakistan. I took my mom and we went to the developer office, and she told there was a girl, sir, which was relationship manager. She was telling me about the project, but that thing. One person I did not trust on anything, because
Yeah.
you never know that you are paying directly to the developer, and you never and
You don't know who you're giving the money to.
But here in Dubai, you are not going to give to developer. You are paying to DLD. There's a joint account. You are paying to escrow account, so it's safe.
Yeah,
It's
alhamdulillah.
safe,
That's absolutely
alhamdulillah.
amazing. So now, okay, so we've talked about renting. We've talked about how you got into real estate. We've talked about buying and selling. I think now one other thing that I wanted to talk about is like some obstacles that we face as agents. Like, imagine trying to go to sell a unit and there's a tenant inside. So you have to worry about how can I hold the viewing? I have to communicate with the tenant. The tenant has to give me approval and things like that. That's one reason why I'm not so like focusing on secondary, because me, I don't like, not that I don't like obstacles. I'm the type of person who tackles obstacles. So if like I don't want to have those kind of obstacles all the time. And then but yeah, I mean obviously it's my job, so I do it. But like imagine you're trying to go, there's a
It
tenant
happened with me
inside.
today.
Today.
Yeah, I had a viewing. I have one buyer. She wants to like view one apartment, and the part is like the tenant is also an agent.
Okay.
So he's telling me
who's not an agent in Dubai.
so he's telling me like I am not in. Before we did 2-3 viewings, he was okay. He was everything was fine. But now the seller wants to sell that property as soon as possible. Now I was trying to find a buyer for him. Now when I find a buyer and I'm trying to arrange the viewing, he told me last from 1 week he's not answering me.
Maybe he's trying to sell it.
Yeah, that owner is exclusive with me.
Yeah,
Mostly owners which are working with me are exclusive.
Exclusive, yeah.
Mostly, yeah. So what happened with that? Like I was keep calling him and he was not picking. So today morning I messaged him, bro, you need to reply me.
Yeah.
You need to answer me. I'm waiting for you because the owner wants to sell it. Otherwise, he gonna call you. And then so he answered me back. He told me that I'm not here in Dubai. I will be back after 3 months.
Yeah.
So what I can do?
And you know what? That happened to me is, I think, I'm sure that happened to you as well. Like one time, it was like one property in Damac Hills 1, and the tenant was gone. Yeah. And the tenant like gave me a number for like his friend or his sister or a brother or something, and like communicate with that person, but I'm gone. I think they can go open it for you and tell them the time and stuff. Like, I need to worry about the seller. I need to worry about the potential buyer. I need to worry about the security guard, the tenants in another country. I have to connect with their brother-in-law, or there's this person and that person. So like there is a lot of obstacles in the real estate, but alhamdulillah, we love it.
Alhamdulillah,
we love it. We love it. So now let's talk about let's do a little bit quick takes. Your top 3 favorite developers in Dubai. Your top 3. You only get 3 and then you ask me.
Iman, Ellington and Emar, obviously. Emar
so you said, say again?
Iman developer,
okay.
Ellington, obviously, it's very good.
Yeah.
And Emar, there are many developers, but these 3 are like...
You like those 3. So can I say the same as you, or do I have to say different?
No.
Say different?
It's up to you.
Okay, I'll say different.
No, I know you like Ellington.
I love Ellington. Ellington's my number 1 favorite.
Yeah.
Look, so... But I'll say 3 different for the sake of the thing. My 3 would be Shoba.
Yeah, Shoba.
Miras, and Imtiaz.
Yeah, these are very
and Imtiaz. So those 3 would be mine.
But we deal in all the developers.
Yeah, definitely. Just because we're doing that, we're not to say that we don't work with them, but we work with everyone.
Every developer. It's just to tell you like what we like.
Yeah, what we like, our personal opinion. Our favorite.
It does not concern you because you need to obviously you need to look around whenever you are buying.
Whatever suits you. Yeah. Okay, so since we talked about like developers, like what we like for like off-plan and potential future and things like that. What are your top 3 areas that you like for renting, only for renting?
Obviously, JVC is the best for renting. JVC is good. For Arjan is good.
How are you going to take my hometown? Go ahead.
Arjan is good.
And only one more you have.
The one more, obviously, Dubai Residence Complex.
You took off 3 of my favorite, but don't worry. I have other ones. Don't worry. I have others. Okay, so yeah, absolutely. He spoke the truth, guys. JVC, Arjan, and Dubai Land is absolutely amazing. But for me, if I had to say, like, I'm going to go a little bit more luxury. I would say areas such as, for renting, Maidan.
Yeah, that is good.
Maidan. I like Shoba Heartland for renting.
Yeah.
And Talal Al-Ghaf.
Oh, yeah, Majid Al-Futem, Talal Al-Ghaf. Yeah, that is very nice.
So
they're coming with a new project.
Talal Al-Ghaf?
I will tell you after.
No, tell us. We want to know.
Actually, they haven't disclosed anything.
Are you talking about Talal Al-Ghaf at Ghaf Woods?
Actually, Talal Al-Ghaf is the developer name is Majid Al Futem. They have well known it.
Yeah, yeah,
Obviously, you know them.
yeah.
They
Mall
have
of Emirates,
Mall of Emirates, Carry for.
Carrefour, yeah.
Yeah, so
Even
they
I
have
think cars as well, right?
I think Al Futem Motors. So they have a
Yeah,
big group.
Alpha 10 Motors. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, I know them. Yeah,
So they are coming with a new project. Nothing is disclosed right now, but inshallah will be soon.
yeah. Inshallah, we'll definitely have a lookout for that one.
Yeah.
So okay. So we've talked about now. We've talked about developers. We've talked about
Oh, most important thing I forgot to tell you. You know that Dubai airport is going to be shifted
near
to
Dubai South, Emar South.
yeah, Dubai Al Maktoum International Airport, and now in Dubai Airport, Dubai International Airport, there is a capacity of 590,000 tons,
Yeah.
and the new airport it will have around 1,200 to 1,300 tons cargo capacity, and
That's mega.
and almost how much it's gonna cover a space of I think 300,000 kilometers. So it will be a very
It's
it
massive.
will be the massive, it will be the biggest airport
In the world.
And the best part is surrounding areas. Obviously, if it's the biggest airport in the world, there will be more of employees, there will be more working people, there will
Yeah.
be more visitors. So the covering area, which is Palm Jebel Ali, which is Dubai South, these are the near areas. So it will be very good. So that is a very good
That's the
investment.
future. It's the
Yeah,
future.
that's the
Yeah,
future
yeah,
of Dubai,
definitely.
because now Business Bay, downtown, Marina, all these spaces
Are full, completely full.
all full. Sheikh Zayed Road is almost full. So people are moving to the other
To
community.
Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road,
Dubai South and
Dubai
Sheikh
South, Dubai Land Residence Complex.
Exactly. Dubai Land there are too many villa
Dubai
communities.
Land is probably Dubai Land Residence Complex is probably one of the most hidden gems in
Yeah.
Dubai. Dubai Land Residence Complex is the biggest gym in Dubai. If you don't know, now I'm telling you. I mean, if for off-plan opportunities,
Yeah, exactly.
for rental income, for buying and selling, absolutely magnificent.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it is just a game changer. I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So another thing that we can discuss.
But why do you say about it like?
Because
how?
look, I have personal experience. As me and you, we did our first deal jointly
Yeah.
together there. For the last couple of years that we've been going there, and we've seen now they have paid parking. They released that Pizza Hut, the KFC. There's a new mosque that they just built there.
Yeah.
You know, the one that next to Tiger, that one. Well, that's been there for about 6 months. New projects coming up back to back to back. Every time they're launching a project, where is it going? DLRC. Samana's come. Imtiaz is there. Tiger's
Yes.
there. AG is there. Many people are coming there to invest in that, and the developers are coming there to build there. And then also we know the Blue Line is coming.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's absolutely an amazing thing. And like, if I had to say, like, someone say like, oh, where do you specialize? I'll probably say I specialize there. Why?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's where I
You
spend
have
most
spent
of my
your
I spend most
time.
of my time there, and there in Arjan. So another thing that I wanted to speak about, because we've been speaking about real estate a lot. 1 second. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up after, because I think our hour is almost done. We've been talking about real estate the whole time, so now we're gonna wrap it up and end it. Yeah. So, what if you had one chance to invest? Where are you investing right now? Off plan.
Dubai South.
Dubai South. Okay.
But only one option. I can invest.
Okay. You got 3 options. I'll give you 3.
It depends how much investment I have.
Okay.
If-
you have for a studio. Okay. If you can invest in studio, you can invest in 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom. First, go studio, 1 bed, 2 bedroom. 3 different places.
For studio, I will invest in Dubai South.
Okay.
For 1 bedroom, I would invest in Medan. For 2 bedroom, I would definitely invest in Al Majan Island, Ras Al Khaimah.
Al Majan.
Al Majan Island, Ras Al Khaimah, because there's a casino coming. Everyone is moving towards it. It's an island, so that's a high peak place right now.
Yeah, amazing.
Everyone is investing there. You will buy something right now, and after 2 years, it's gonna be double.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, definitely. For myself, I would say. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, please tell me yours. Same question for you. Like, what would be the 3 places you will invest for studio, for 1 bedroom, for 2 bedroom?
Okay, for myself, for a studio where I would invest, um, I would say for a studio, I would invest in Dubai Island Residence Complex because that's where a lot of residents are going to be living and the access to the Blue Line Metro. I would invest a studio there. For a one bedroom, I would invest in Arjan.
Hmm.
I would invest in Arjan uh, because like the schools are there and a
Yeah.
lot of schools and it's a quite central area and things like that. For the two bedroom, I would come out there with you. I would come out there to Rack,
Yeah.
Russell Kaima. I would go with Ellington.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They have quite a few projects already
Very
out
nice.
there. They even have a new one that's launching soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I would come there to Ras Al Khaimah. And I wouldn't say necessarily that I would go there because there's a casino there, but I would go there because the appreciation and the fact that the investment is
Obviously,
gonna go up.
I'm also not going for the casinos.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not good. Like the thing is, but it's for investment. If you want a capital appreciation, you
Also, you have Dubai Islands. Don't forget, MTI's yesterday. MTI's just released a new project in Dubai Islands. It's
yeah.
called Bayview 3. Absolutely stunning um,
Project.
building project. It's an absolutely stunning project. There they are also targeting that area because it's one of the only left parts offshore that's left in on that main
Dubai.
line in Dubai. It's the only one left. Also, it's by Nakhil. By Nakhil.
Nakhil,
You know,
yes.
Nakhil's the same ones who built the Palm Jumeirah.
Palm Jumeirah, JVC.
Yeah, and the prices are not bad. I'm telling you, the prices are quite
Very good, very
affordable.
affordable.
When I was there yesterday at MTS, I was thinking, man, should I try to get this one?
Yeah.
Because it's a big life changer. So yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on here on this podcast to share this information about Alhamdulillah about real estate. It was absolutely amazing.
Thank you for calling me out.
Yeah, I hope people really benefited from this. And if you guys have any more questions about real estate, you want to get in contact with myself or Shuja, our profiles will be down in the YouTube video, and on the YouTube Shorts, people can catch us there as well.
Sure.
YouTube Shorts or TikTok, Instagram Reels, TikTok Short.
You can contact us anytime.
Anytime
We are available.
24/7.
Yeah.
Agents are available 24/7.
Even on Sundays, no problem.
No
we are
problem. We're
working.
coming. Viewings. We're gonna come. This, that, and also, like we said, we wanted to speak to tenants. We wanted to speak to agents. We wanted to speak to owners. So if there are owners out there who investors that this video happens to come across, you can get in contact with both of us. We're more than happy to help. Inshallah, and things like that. I'm more than happy to help. So yeah, man. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.
Don't forget for this video to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on your bell notification and leave your comments down below. And that's it, guys. It's your boy, Abdul Muhsin, also known as the American in Dubai. Episode 5, all done. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.